This is Isabella Barrett, and you are watching The ARROYO Show.
What do you remember from Toddlers and Tiaras?
But I do remember performing because that was my favorite part about going to the pageants and everything. It was just, I don't know, I just love the adrenaline of getting on stage.
One of the youngest self-made millionaires in the world. What sort of reaction do you usually get from people when you find out, or when they find out rather, what you've accomplished at such a young age?
Well, it's definitely a big title to live up to, being named one of the youngest self-made millionaires. But when people see me, they're usually very excited, and they always ask me, how can they do what I do, and how can they become the youngest self-made millionaire?
Yeah, there's gotta be, it's kind of a cool thing that you are a self-made millionaire, but you're also 13 years old riding a four-wheeler. That's awesome to be so well-rounded.
Yes.
Now, I saw an interview of you about 6 years ago, and it said that your priorities in life were school, business, and American Girl dolls. If you were to update that list right now, what would that list look like?
Okay, well, American Girl dolls are definitely off the list, even though they were, like, a part of my YouTube channel, and I really did a lot with them. Right now, it definitely still be school, business, but now that I'm older, it would definitely be, like, family. But before Corona, it would also have been traveling, because I love like how my job lets me get on a plane and go to like LA, Texas, Puerto Rico, and then it's just so fun. I just love it.
On behalf of all of my relatives down in Puerto Rico still, thank you so much for mentioning our little island. Have you ever been down to our little rock in the ocean?
Yes, I have. I have been to Puerto Rico, but the worst part about when I went was that the weather was so like crabby, so I didn't really get the full experience.
Yeah, it's a little bit hit and miss, especially during certain times of the year. There's a lot of storms down there, so I definitely recommend going back and checking out some of the forests that they have down there, some cool waterfalls. You're going to really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go back for some cool photo shoots and modeling.
Exciting stuff. And so many exciting things have happened your entire life. In fact, so much of what started off your career happened when you were at a really young age. I personally don't remember much of before the age of 8. What do you remember from Toddlers and Tiaras? Because you were around like 4 or 5 years old at that time, right?
Yes, I was. So, we really don't remember much from our, like, childhood, but I do remember performing because that was my favorite part about going to the pageants and everything. It was just, I don't know, I just love the adrenaline of getting on stage and, showing my personality. But also, if I didn't have all these videos to look at, I definitely wouldn't remember as much. But yeah, I love looking at the videos. It's so fun to see my little self dancing on stage.
I was gonna say, that's almost like home movies for you put into a reality TV show version. And
yeah,
I can see your excitement still when you think to being on stage. You just kind of like, you look like you look so excited when you talk about being on stage.
I have a lot of energy. Like, it could be 10 o'clock at night, and I'll come downstairs to my room, and I'll say to my mom, I'm ready to run around this house 9 times.
9 times,
I just
exactly.
have so much energy all the time.
And for someone that has as much energy as you do, what does an average day look like for you during quarantine, I guess? Because we all have to sort of social distance, but what do you like to do right now? What do you fill your days with?
Well, we're about 70% back with our business, and now that like everything has changed, our platforms, we're keeping really busy. All of our like meetings and everything is on Zoom, so we can't go to like buying shows, trade shows, or anything. But I definitely do a lot of business. I just started a new IGTV on my Instagram. I'm coming out with a book. I'm launching my skincare line. So yeah, it's just a lot of business during my quarantine, and of course school, and of course a little bit of fun.
Gonna hit that youngest billionaire by the age of 16. If you could have dinner with any one actor or singer, who would that be? And I guess we can throw influencer in there as well, if that would be your top of your list.
Okay, so there would be 2 people. It would be Cardi B, just for fun, because like I just love her energy that she gives off, and I've always loved her since I was, I don't know, little. And then for business, it would definitely be Kris Jenner.
Okay, yeah, she's such a great mind when it comes to all of this stuff that's going on in entertainment, for sure.
Definitely.
When you go back to Cardi B here for a second, I mean, I gotta ask, Are you able to do the oh? I'm
I
still not at the
can't.
level where I can do it yet, but
Actually, I cannot. A weird fact about me is I cannot roll my R's. I can't.
same thing here.
I like it doesn't work.
Can you whistle? There
Yes,
you go. So the whistling is there. I can't roll my tongue either, which is interesting because usually that's such a big part of Spanish language that most people that speak Spanish can roll their R's, but for some reason it's just not there yet, so I can relate. It's very relatable there.
Yeah.
Still plenty of reality shows on TV today, whether it be cooking or a Survivor type of show. Is there a reality show that you would want to do today? And if so, which one, considering you have been on one for such a long time?
Well, I'm going to be I'm on a new reality show called Next Big Thing. It is about 8 teenagers on their come up of being the next big thing. But other than that, if I had to be on one, does it have to be reality or can it just be a TV show?
Any TV show.
Okay. So if I had to be on one TV show, it would definitely be like those like obstacle course ones. I forgot what it's called.
It's like American Ninja Warrior.
Yes,
or...
yes, that. I've always loved that kind of stuff, and I've watched it for so long, and I would just love to go on there because I feel like when people drop down, I was always like, yes, I could do that. I want to go. I want to go.
Well, with the energy level that you have, I can totally picture you at the front of that starting line for the American Ninja Warrior, revving up a four-wheeler, jumping off, and then just going.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Oh, there you go. Fine. What songs are you currently listening to the most right now? What do you have to listen to?
Well, quarantine has given me a lot of time to do things that I didn't have time to do before. So that's like sitting around and basically doing a lot of nothing when I can. So I've created a lot of new like playlists, but when I go on my phone and I'm hooked up to the aux in the car, my number one song to go to is Rockstar by The Baby. He just like blew up with that song on TikTok, and it's a good jam in the car. My mom knows it.
It's amazing how TikTok is really influencing music right now, whether it be through the dances or through the songs that just blow up. It's really exciting to see all of those TikTok dances. So we are coming down to the final couple questions of the interview, and we'd like to call it the final five. Our who, what, when, where, and how. Are you ready for our final five, Isabella?
Yes, I am.
Let's roll. Who do you talk with the most?
Well, obviously my mom, because I live with her, but definitely my friends, and I have a lot of friends in my neighborhood, so definitely my friends in my neighborhood.
Very exciting. What are you planning on doing today?
Well, after this, I'm going to go do some school, and I have a lash appointment to get my lashes done, and then I am probably going jet skiing, but I think it's going to rain, so I don't think I'm going to go anymore. Might take the four-wheeler out, too.
Nothing like going through the mud in some four-wheeler. I feel you right there. Let me give you some screen 5 right now. There it is. When did you first know that your life that you live was extraordinary?
Well, this is pretty funny. When I was in elementary school, I was sitting around with all my friends, we had like the little tablets when we were in elementary school to do our work on, and we all were like, let's Google ourselves. So, everyone was going around in a circle, Googling themselves, and then it came to me, and I searched myself up, and I was just like, wow. And that's when I knew that I was actually, like, up there.
Yeah, I mean, when you Google your name, a lot of pictures come up from your entire lifetime. It's almost like a photo album on Google for you.
Yeah.
We talked about Puerto Rico a little earlier. If you could vacation anywhere in the world, where would you most want to vacation?
Well,
We've got Paris. We've got Cancun. I don't know, wherever.
okay. So I was supposed to go to Santorini, but since Corona happened, I was not able to go. So I think that would definitely be my goal, to go to Santorini, since Corona has had to ruin it.
And the final question for you, how many languages do you speak?
I can speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of French, I've really fallen off, so everything's kind of gone. So,
You know what's amazing is at 13, you can still speak a couple of different languages, though, and you're saying, oh, that's fallen off for me. There's a lot of people your age that have never spoken any different language, so that's exciting for you, though.
yeah, we got German, and then we got, I know from going to, like, get my nails done and everything that I can say a lot of things in Chinese.
Oh, that's really exciting. Well, Isabella, you are a very well-rounded person. I enjoy talking with you. Thank you so much for taking a little time out of your day to talk with us today on the Arroyo Show.
Thank you.